Hello, I am Anshul Shah from Department of Criminology, Raksha Shakti University, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. The title of the module is Internet Addiction Disorder and Cybercrimes. The objectives are to understand the definition of Internet Addiction Disorder, to understand why it is important to study Internet Addiction Disorder along with symptoms and types of addictions involved, to understand push and pull factors which determine the overuse of internet and control strategies which can curb the disorder. The prerequisite terms for the modules are internet, voxel based morphometry, addiction. The learning outcomes are, after reading the module, one will able to understand first introducing internet addiction and some symptoms related to it, defining internet addiction, importance to look at internet addiction problems and symptoms associated with internet addiction and likelihood of age group affected by it, proposed push and pull model to understand the behavior of internet addiction. The keywords for the module are internet, internet addiction disorder, push and pull model, internet addiction disorder. The introduction. Excessive use of computer and internet is present social issue which is debated across the world. It is believed that internet addiction disorder, which is called as IAD, is causing social problems related to socialization, psychological disturbances due to content which is often displayed in the social media sites, as well as neurological problems. The sociability of internet is responsible for the excessive amounts of time individuals spend having real-time interactions through email, discussion forums, chat, online games, etc. Individuals who participate in this and other forms of online interactions do so to exchange information, to provide emotional support, or to merely converse with others of similar interest. Research has pointed out that excessive use of internet meets the criteria to be an addiction in the same way as others are addicted to drugs and alcohol, which might cause impairments on each level, be it social, psychological or occupational, and its inclusion in the DSM-4 was called for and first proposed by Kimberly Young in her 1996 paper. Research done by Cao et al. Demonstrated that Chinese adolescents who have IAD are more likely to exhibit more impulsivity than controls, because China and South Korea actively support education, research and treatment of these disorders and considers IAD as a significant public health issue. USA is fairly doing nothing to curb the disorder despite of growing body of research regarding growing numbers of internet addicts. IAD can be characterized by spending much of the time in using internet activities without any meaningful work, purpose, and often is accompanied by change in mood patterns. Some researchers take the disorder as manifestation of another disorder like anxiety and depression, rather than differentiating it as another mental disorder. Internet addiction has substantial adverse effects on the physical and mental health, interpersonal relationships and academic performance levels of adolescents. The internet is critical in enhancing the social lives of today's college students who use the medium to socialize and take advantage of the speed of broadband connections. The gratification in utilizing interactive, fun online environments may be too much for college students to resist. Cross-sectional and prospective studies have found that adolescents diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disease, also known as ADHD, are at a higher risk of internet addiction than those without ADHD. Social skills deficits have received considerable attention in the studies on the social correlates of internet addiction in adolescents. Social skills entail the ability to interact with others in interactive situations and majorly affect the life adjustment, academic performance and occupational development of an individual. Research revealed that internet use is associated with poor social skills as assessed by identification of emotions shown in pictures of facial expression and as interpreted from the descriptions. Online chatting users who are socially fearful may use the internet as form of low risk social approach and an opportunity to rehearse social behavior and communications skills to enable to help them to improve their face-to-face interaction in social environments. Heavy internet users have been reported to have numerous social contacts because of the use of the internet, but reduce face-to-face contacts which may compromise their social skills in the virtual world. According to the American Society of Addiction Medicine, ASAM, new definition of addiction includes addiction as a chronic brain disorder characterized by loss of control, change in mood patterns and disruptive behavior patterns, on withdrawal with increase in stress and want to continue even after knowing the negative consequences of it. Similarly, internet addiction has both psychological effects on body, including change in thought pattern, emotional disturbances and behavioral changes, as well as physiological changes in situations of withdrawal. Internet addiction can be described as condition where one is unable to control their internet use, which could lead to disruption in their daily routine and increase in stress level. It is not only problematic for college students but also with individuals holding professional positions. Now defining internet addictions disorder. Michel defined internet addiction disorder as the compulsive overuse of the internet and irritable or moody behavior when deprived of it. Due to limited comprehensible basic terminologies of internet addiction, researchers are finding it very difficult to come up to the common definition of internet addiction disorder. There are 6 different terms defined by Viandanto and Griffiths which are associated with the concept of internet addiction, which are internet addiction disorder, pathological internet use, problematic internet use, excessive internet use and compulsive internet use. Rice has described internet addiction disorder as overuse of internet even with it interfere with daily routine of normal life. Scholars conceptualize IAD as an impulse control disorder, but common analysis of the disorder makes it a form of behavioral addiction. Normal everyday life functionality is hampered, which affects family life and work relationships and other interactions. As number of websites with dynamic content increases, online communities can be built and sustained through the facilitation of one-to-one communication between the user and the site and one-to-many communication among geographically dispersed users. Important question raised by the researcher asked about whether internet can be treated as a medium or should be considered as a causal factor. Now, why internet addiction is important to study? With increase of networking system in cyberspace, i.e. computers, there is an emergence of online interactions which has given a platform for people with common interests to talk, discuss and socialize, even though they are geographically isolated. The socializing factor is one of the most important reasons for addictions of internet. Mostly, individuals socialize online to exchange information, provide emotional and psychological support, or just to converse with the people of similar interest. Individuals classified as having AID live lives are severely influenced by internet in a negative way. The internet is practically influential on their attitude towards the world in general, with serious implications such as decreased productivity, job and educational performance and equality of quality of family life. Increasing criticism of internet points out at socially isolating factors in the real world and real-time situations as negative features of networking on internet. Studies suggest that internet addiction disorder is also associated with structural abnormalities of grey matter in the brain. Grey matter density is measured by a technique called voxel-based morphometry (VBM) on high-resolution T1 weighted structural MRI. Relatively less developed cognitive control among adolescents put them in high risk category for internet addiction disorder. It is important to have an idea about the mechanisms which are underlying factors in the disease. Online chat rooms are used as spaces to rehearse the social behavior and communication which are generally felt as fearful by people who are introvert in nature or are socially fearful. These chat rooms are perceived as low social risk windows considered good to approach someone socially. Ridings and Gaffin describe that information seeking is the foremost reason for forming or participating in social communities. Another factor was to form social groups and have a better self-image. Many social psychology literature points towards correlation between participating in communities and positive self-image, as it's relatively easy to be a part of online communities with people of similar interest makes participating in online communities as more viable option to enhance self-image. Two measures such as Young's diagnostic questionnaire and the compulsive internet use scale, which uses group discussion to identify internet overuse among individuals, is used for qualitatively identifying those who are affected by situational and interpersonal triggers of intensive internet use. Now we will discuss about the problems of internet addiction. In just under 2 decades, computer mediated communication has successfully woven a web by providing an avenue for online social networking with diverse groups of people in addition to accessibility to information. Types of internet addiction. First of all, the excessive use of web surfing websites for prolonged period of time decreases work productivity and less association with family. Using internet for visiting shopping websites frequently, exchange of stocks, gambling spending, increases overspending and money related issues. Surfing porn websites frequently and engaging in cyber sex activities along with using technology to maintain very long distance cyber relationships can frequently ruin genuine relationship and family relations. Symptoms of internet addiction includes backaches and change in posture, migraine and other neural disease. Dry eyes and eye pressure increases, carpal tunnel disease, emotionally unavailable irritability, tendency of missing work deadlines. Young described the negative repercussions of disorder in 5 categories, which are social, financial, occupational, academic and physical in nature. Now we will discuss about who is more likely to be affected by internet addiction. Maff and Blas categorically divided people into ritualistic and instrumentalist on the basis of their motivation and objective use of internet. Ritualist being those people who use internet just as an entertainment medium and are often glued to websites which have high sound and animation inputs, whereas instrumentalists are often people who browse website in order to gain some knowledge out of it. Thus ritualist people are more prone to internet addiction because they often use internet when feeling low and sometimes to escape the reality of everyday situations. Some studies also reveals that attention deficit hyperactivity disorder ADHD is one of the most common psychiatric disorder in the adolescents with internet addiction. Younger internet users on the other hand, who are in between 19 to 24 years old, were more at risk of becoming internet addicts than older users. Many studies show that there is no correlation between gender of the user and time spent on the internet. And on the other hand, young individuals who are in age group of 18 to 24 are likely in the risk area of suffering with internet addiction. Morahan and Martin argues internet addicts could be someone with issues of depression, bipolar disorders, loneliness and sexual compulsion, and they often serve to modulate and change their present negative environment, and the causality of internet addiction disorder is difficulty to point out and can also be symptomatic to disorders like professional gambling. Now proposed model of push and pull factors. Alicia C. Douglas et al. And in their article Internet Addiction, Meta-Synthesis of Qualitative Research for the decade 1996 to 2006 proposed the push and pull model and identified following constructs in their meta-analysis of 10 articles on internet addiction within the span of 10 years. Antecedents and addict profile of internet users. The themes under this constructs focused on time spent by subject on the internet on online, and results show that addicts normally serve 8 hours more than a normal non-addict. Griffith observed that the new users who are likely using internet for the first time spend more time online than experienced internet users, and new users are more likely to be in high risk group for internet addiction disorder. The pre-existing social state of the individual also defines the usage of the internet user. The feeling of boredom, depression and loneliness can accelerate the internet use, and someone who feels that they are often misunderstood by others have tendency to browse internet to seek connections and relationships in cyber world, which is often less fearful than real world interactions. The addict is mostly someone with low self-confidence, considers himself as less attractive or overweight, and often prefer networking and connecting on cyberspace, which is less threatening than face-to-face interaction. Now the pull factors include those themes in construct which gave us the ideas of what factors are responsible which compels the users to make intensive use of internet. According to the survey, most people use it to expand business contacts and informal relationship, as it is a great source to meet people with similar interests and further helps in exchange of ideas from peers. Some are using internet for communicating to far distant friends and are replacing norms to use traditional forms of communication like phone, fax and post, etc. Nowadays, with increase in applications and another interfaces which are paving the way for better communication, paying bills and other entertainment sources is making situation of internet addiction more severe. With decrease in cost cutting, prices to avail internet has made internet easier to access and cost efficient. With more anonymity and to user and chance to escape from depression, isolation and social anxiety are few of the pull factors which increases internet addiction. Now deviant behavior. This theme include deviant behaviors like downloading illicit files related to child pornography, buying dubious stocks, or involved in surplus online gambling or shopping sprees and molestation of teen girls. Many of the times manipulative behavior are exhibited to hide the cost incurred in using internet extensively. Cyber affairs which are formed online can disrupt familial and marriage stability. Internet as medium equips people who are shy and self-conscious with ample opportunities to interact virtually, and some who wants to escape personal hardship. Young et al. Has described this. Push factors. Being online or using internet provides the individuals anonymity and discrete identity which either compensates something which individual is lacking or something which he wants to achieve. This identity is used by someone with a negative self-image who feels that they are less attractive and more overweight than others, or because of any disability. Overall, internet provides entertaining medium to escape reality of life and away from disturbing emotions like isolation, boredom, loneliness, stress, etc., and sometimes to establish connections and a level of accomplishment and recognition. Griffiths described that individual might feel that he has no other social life other than on internet and never attempts to meet people in real life situations. Now negative effects. Griffiths observed that excessive use of internet can cause adverse physical damages like change in sleep patterns, eyesight deterioration, seizure due to excessive exposure to video games. Internet addicts often neglect everything important in their day-to-day daily routine and satisfy their need to be online. Confrontational talks with family or friends are avoided. Along with it, change in mood pattern and low feeling while they are not logged in or unable to connect to internet services. Also make them irritable when someone inquires about the time spent on the internet. Often overspending bills are kept at safe places to avoid any confrontation. Plus now even the internet services providers are providing internet on very reasonable and affordable rates, which can further aggravate the problem in near future. Now control strategies. This construct help in developing strategies to control the excessive use of internet and those behaviors which are exhibited on withdrawal from the internet. Most difficult is control the amount of time which we spend on internet to curb the addiction. Real time interactions, going out with family, reading books and involvement in creative activities are few of the ways which can help in differentiating our time instead of spending it online. Many of the people still do not consider it as a form of addiction or disorder and often avoid it as something very minor or normal. First, more awareness and educational workshops should be initiated among the individuals who are exhibiting the symptoms or are in high risk group. Productive use of medium should be propagated among the students and protocols to address increasing cases of internet addiction should be put forward. Now the proposed push and pull model. The model proposed in the article suggests that internet overuse is basically due to the profile of the addicts as well as depends on the inner motivation and needs of the individuals and varies from person to person. Combining these factors make up the push factors which decides the internet use of the individual. Another aspect of the model describes that the pull factor strikes the balance between push factor and severe negative effects of the internet. Negative effects of internet addiction disorder can lead to many deviant behaviors like online gambling and can be physical, psychological, social as well as occupational. Awareness about the negative effects of the internet addiction disorder and at least considering it as severe disorder can help in strategizing the control behavior which can help in reducing its effects. The deviant behaviors are profile specific as well as certain individuals will adapt to some deviant behaviors but do not engage in another type of deviant behaviors which makes it person specific. Now conclusion. Internet addiction disorder, which is often described as excessive use of internet to browse websites which is unproductive, involvement in cyber sex relationship which is often geographically distant, being a part of social community which are intellectually stimulating or share common interests. Use of internet in order to collect information and gain knowledge is a positive aspect of internet usage. When internet is overused, which results in disintegration of familial ties and general relationship along with degrading academic merit, severely affecting psychological and neurological condition of the individual in the recent times. Cases with severe symptoms of internet addiction disorder are evidently available, but due to lack of educational material in order to identify the symptoms or operational definition of IAD and lack of awareness among the common people and considering it as a form of minor issue has made the situation worse. The push and pull model describes all the factors which interplays the role in advancing the disorder. The control strategies are to be defined in order to curb the disorder. Thank you for watching this video.